going? This is Chris. I'm back here at Thompson Maserati and Alfa Romeo of Doylestown, and today we're going to be looking at a 2018 Maserati MC GranTurismo convertible right here behind me. So for the 2018 model year, these cars have had some updates on the interior and the exterior, so I'm just going to go over and show those new features, and this one is a beautiful example, so I'd love to show it off for you guys. So right here is the car in its entirety. You can see it is a convertible in this beautiful red color with the red brakes to match. Up here in the front, you'll notice that the entire front clip has been redesigned. A little more aggressive, it sort of fits the new Maserati grille styles much better. Has some different ventilation there on the side. You can see right over here we have a 2017 model year with the older style, so it is definitely a lot different. I think it has a much more sporty look. Looks fantastic. Moving around here to the back, you can see this is the MC model with the rear diffuser and rear splitters. It is redesigned again for the 2018 model on this car. You can see the ducts are a lot larger. Looks really aggressive. The dual exhaust in the center look awesome as well. So standard on the MC, you have the normal GranTurismo side vents, the three right there. You also get this really nice scoop that sort of flows down the body line right there. Gives a nice sort of sporty element to the car as well. You can see here these wheels are really nice. They look fantastic. They have the sort of Trident, the Maserati Trident pattern on them, and you have the red painted brake calipers to match the exterior paint color as well. Also unique to the MC, the hood here has some smaller hood vents right there. They sort of flow along with the body lines as well, much like those side vents. So this right here is the interior of this particular MC. You can see it's finished in Koyo. You have the matching Tridents in the exterior paint color. Red stitching as well. This car is definitely like a Ferrari color scheme with the red over the tan leather. And I love the red stitching. It looks fantastic. Really good attention to detail. So here's your familiar GranTurismo key. We'll go ahead and put that in the ignition. And we're going to look at the new infotainment system. So anyone who's been in a GranTurismo before, you'll see the interior is still styled really beautifully and is very familiar to the old style. The seats are pretty much the same. They look great, extremely comfortable. And you have the really nice wood trim flowing across the dash, the center clock. Steering wheel on this one is the MC Sport steering wheel. You have the huge bolsters right here. It's very nice, a little bit of the flat bottom style there. But the main attraction in the interior now is right here in the center where the infotainment system is. And this new system is going to be replacing the sort of older, outdated version that has been in the previous GranTurismo models. So we'll go ahead and hit accept, and we'll take a look at how easy this is to navigate and some of the nice features that you're going to get when you purchase this car. So to anyone who owns any other Maserati cars like the Levante, the Ghibli, the Quattroporte, this is going to look very familiar because this is basically the same system that is in those cars. It's up to date. It's a huge 8.4-inch touchscreen, very responsive and very easy to use. So here in this first tab down here, we're in the radio, so you can choose between AM, FM, Sirius XM, and AHA. So to navigate this menu, you can use the touchscreen. You can choose new stations just by tapping. But down here, this is the scroll wheel that is used in other models as well. So you scroll with the big wheel on the bottom here. There's that's top button and the bottom one. If we scroll over, you can see it's selecting new stations. So you can just keep scrolling around and selecting new stations. So if you want to do 1011, which is what's highlighted right now, you come down here, you just tap this top button on it, and there you go, now we're on 1011. So the volume is controlled with this top knob. You see if I scroll it, we get some Christmas music coming in. So very easy to use. Click on that for some media. So you see you can connect something like an auxiliary device with a USB or use Bluetooth and connect a phone. There is aux. You can plug in like a auxiliary 3.5 jack. And again, you have a SD card option to, if you have music stored on that. Controls is just a little overlay that pops up. You can just quickly turn the screen off or go to some settings for the screen. If we go to trip, we can just look at some trip information, so you can see like your range for your gas, distance to your destination if you have a trip set, trips A and B. Navigation, very straightforward, super responsive, easy to use. Honestly, most cars that are modern nowadays The navigation system is extremely, difficult to use, very laggy and frustrating. This is extremely responsive. I mean, I don't know many cars that have something quite as good as this setup. And over here, you just have a phone tab. You can just connect your phone and start using that as well, which is really nice. This car does also have Apple CarPlay built in, so if you have any Apple devices, you can really easily connect your phone and stream music and information to the car. So if you remember on the old GranTurismos, the screen was much smaller and there were some buttons flanking it with different options. Those buttons have been relocated down here, so you still have the sport button, the in case of emergency option, and the parking sensor turn off switch. So sport, you'll just get to be able to use you can use the paddle shifters pretty much whenever you want. You can see this car does have some big paddle shifters that flank the steering wheel. And the sport also does change the exhaust on certain models depending on what type of exhaust setup it has. And that's pretty much it. Everything is fairly the same. It's really fantastic that they decided to update this interior with this new screen. I think that a lot of customers will feel like this is a car that they can, get themselves into, because the older 2017 model still had that very dated screen, and it really wasn't very technology friendly. Now you can, get this car. If you have an iPhone, you can just connect it right to the car and just easily use it, which is great. Very easy to use, as I showed you, very responsive, which is awesome. The screen's also very bright, it's easy to see. The colors are very distinctive. It's a sharp display as well. So sitting back here in the rear seats, you'll see this is the sort of center console area for the rear passengers. You got some cup holders. You do get the rear vents just like the old model, but now you slide this little thing open. The rear passengers get some charging for USB, which is really nice. So if any guests come along, they need to charge their device, they can just plug right in and take care of that. So right over here real quick is just the seat adjustment. You have a dial here for your heated seats. You can crank that up, turn it on high or low. There are a few levels that you can scroll to. You have here the tilt function of the seat, pretty straightforward. But if you push up and down on this feature, pushing up, you can see the back of the seat is starting to punch out a little bit for some lumbar support. And there it goes back. And then the bottom piece here, you can slide back and forth. You can tilt up in the front or up in the back, which is great for a lot of adjustments. The seat definitely goes back far enough. I'm about 6'3" tall. I have no issue fitting in the car or sitting in it comfortably whatsoever. One nice little detail on the MC, you do get these metal sport pedals, and the brake pedal right there does say MC, and it has some red inlay to sort of match the sort of sport theme carried throughout this interior. Over here on the passenger side dash, you can see you have the model designation, the GranTurismo CMC, C being for convertible, MC being the sport package that this car has. So since this is a convertible, let's go ahead and put the top up and see how that looks. You can see the windows go down. And there it comes. You can see the top does move pretty fast, which is nice. Let's go see how this looks outside. So there it is with the top up. You see it has the black top. Black and red is really a great color scheme for this car. And it still looks great with the top up for sure. But of course, if you're buying this car, I imagine you'll be driving it with the top down quite a bit. You can see the front headlights, very nice. They have the Maserati logo right there for you. Nice little attention to detail. Taking a look at the window sticker, you can see this car is finished in a Rosso Trionfale. The interior is Koyo. MSRP for this car is $161. And after options, you can see those are the options right there. So the MC aluminum pedals we talked about, some of the stitching, that all comes out to $167, $130 for this car. This is the 2018 GranTurismo Convertible MC. So this is just about the best GranTurismo you can possibly buy right now, with every option you can possibly imagine that they would offer included in this car. And it really is an awesome looking car. I mean, it's beautiful. The new front end really fits the profile of this car well, and it gives it a very nice refreshed look while still keeping the great styling that the GranTurismo always had. Alright guys, if you're interested in this 2018 GranTurismo MC or any other Alfa Romeo or Maserati cars, please get in touch with Thompson, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo of Doylestown with the information that I've put in the description below. You guys can see they have a wide range of cars of all sorts of models, trim levels, and they do get some very, very nice sporty cars. They have a Giulia Quadrifoglio here. They get this MC convertible, so a lot of the awesome cars that are hard to find, they do have them here in stock ready for you guys to come check out and test drive. Definitely don't hesitate to reach out. They're a great group of people here. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. I really would appreciate that. Comment your thoughts if you haven't already, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Take care.